and welcome to Wisdom Trek. This is Guthrie Chamberlain, and I'm your guide to wisdom. Thank you for joining us today for our 7-day-a-week, 7 Minutes of Wisdom podcast. This is day 33 of our trek, and in honor of Independence Day in the United States, the next 4 days we are going to consult one of our founding fathers, Benjamin Franklin, who was known for his wisdom and practical sage advice. Today we are recording our podcast from our studios at the Big House in Marietta, Ohio. It's been a fairly busy day, but not quite as hectic as the first part of the week, so I have been able to get through some of the project work that was not quite so crucial. Before we head back to North Carolina on Sunday, we do hope to start moving the furniture back into the renovated office, sand and varnish the floor in the eating area, and get the lawn mowed. It will be a challenge to accomplish it all, but we will certainly try. I have included an initial picture of our newly renovated office on the journal entry for day 33 on wisdom-trek.com. As we begin our trek today, we're walking along the trail and we find a buried box near our camp, and on opening it, we realize it contains a listing of 85 practical tips written by Benjamin Franklin. Let's take the next few days to see how they apply to our lives. Now, old Ben was one of my mom's favorite authors. She read many of his quotes to us growing up in hopes that the seeds of wisdom would be planted and grow in our lives. These nuggets of wisdom, when consumed regularly, like the book of Proverbs, will teach us to live disciplined and successful lives, to help us to do what is right, just, and fair. Now, it may take a few days for us to reflect on all 85 sayings, and I'll add some of my own thoughts along with Ben's so that we can apply them most effectively. Some of the sayings do contain words that are not used often today, but I think they are easily enough translated. So let's get started. Number 1, Ben tells us, God helps those who help themselves. Now, while this isn't actually in the Bible, as many have thought, it still contains biblical truth. God is not going to miraculously do for us what He has already given us the capability of doing. Sometimes miracles happen when we get up and take action. Number 2, sloth, like rust, consumes faster than labor wears, while the used key is always bright. Now, this saying means that we will remain bright, sharp, and useful by effectively working than we would otherwise by being lazy. Ties into Proverbs 6:6, which says, "Take a lesson from the ants, you lazybones, learn from their ways and become wise." Saying number 3, dost thou love life? Then do not squander time, for that is the stuff life is made of. Time is the great equalizing currency that all of us have the exact same amount each day. And Ephesians 5:16 puts it this way, make the most of every opportunity in these evil days. Saying number 4, the sleeping fox catches no poultry. And otherwise, you can't accomplish your goals if you don't take action. Proverbs 6:9 says, but you, lazybones, how long will you sleep? When will you wake up? Saying number 5, there will be sleeping enough in the grave. Now, I have to admit that I do like to work. My kids think that the old hymn, Work for the Night is Coming, was my theme song. Now, I have to admit that I may have repeated that phrase a time or two while they were growing up. But on a serious note, we do need to take advantage of the times in our lives where we can be productive. Or as it says in John 9:4, we must quickly carry out the task assigned us by the one who sent us. The night is coming, and then no one can work. Saying number 6, wasting time must be the greatest prodigality. Prodigality is excessive or extravagant spending. Money, if you waste it, you can always earn it back again. But time we can never get back once we waste it. Saying number 7, lost time is never found again. Now, we are starting to see a theme here in Ben's anecdotes. Unlike losing money or material possessions, once time is lost, it is gone forever. Saying number 8, time enough always proves little enough. You always have enough time to do the task right the first time. Otherwise, how do you ever think you'll have time to redo the task? Saying number 9, sloth makes all things difficult, but industry all easy. Or that is to say, now if you just get about the task at hand and work at it, then the task will become much easier. And saying number 10, he that rises late must trot all day, and shall scarce ever take his business at night. Now, if you want to complete the needed work or task for the day, don't put it off, get right to it. Otherwise, you'll be playing catch-up all day long. Saying number 11, lazy travels so slowly that poverty soon overtakes him. Now, the best way to become financially secure is to avoid the trap of being lazy and ineffective. Or as Proverbs 10:4 says, lazy people are soon poor, hard workers get rich. Saying number 12, drive thy business, let not that drive thee. Or as to say, in all aspects of life, whether it is in business or personally, we need to proactively plan and manage each part, or it will manage us. You can either control yourself or someone else will. Saying number 13, Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Now this is probably one of Ben's most famous quotes, but do you heed it? Yes, many of us are able to rise early and tackle the monsters each day, but few of us get the proper sleep and we end up sick, poor, and ignorant. The choice is really ours. Number 14, industry need not wish. Or that is to say, if we do the work needed, we will have what we wish for. Many times our desires will change based on what we learn from working. Now when we wish for something as a child, my grandma Burkhart used to call that a mugwump. Loosely translated, it meant wish in one hand and spit in the other, and see which one fills up first. In other words, if you desire something, just don't stand there, get going and make it happen. Saying number 15, he that lives upon hope will die fasting. Now in reality, we all need to have hope in life, for it gives us reason to continue on. But we just can't sit there waiting for hope to happen. We need to get out and turn our hopes into reality. As Proverbs 13:11 says, hope deferred makes the heart sick, but a dream fulfilled is the tree of life. So stop just hoping, take action, and fulfill your dreams. Saying number 16, there are no gains without pains. This quote is commonly used in sports today, but it applies to anything that is worthwhile obtaining. If we desire to have something, then we need to do what is necessary to obtain it. Saying number 17, he that hath trade hath an estate. In other words, if you are willing to work and are shrewd financially, then you'll be able to have a place that you can call your own. The size of your estate is not important at all, but the fact that you're able to have one. Saying number 18, he that hath a calling hath an office of profit and honor. Now your calling is your occupation or any worthwhile endeavor that you are making a positive impact on your world. At that point, your life is profitable and honorable. Saying number 19, at the working man's house, hunger looks in, but dares not enter. Now, if we are industrious and wise with our finances, there will be few, if any, instances where we will go hungry. Yes, we may struggle at times, as our family did when I was growing up on the farm, but Mom and Dad made sure that we never missed a meal. Now, at times, I must admit, it was a bit sparse, but we never missed one. Saying number 20, for industry pays debts, while despair increaseth them. So regardless of the economy, our personal situation, or any external forces beyond our control, if we are willing to work hard and have been wise financially, we can persevere even in the roughest of times. But when we lose hope, our debts will drown us. Saying number 21, diligence is the mother of good luck. That is to say, it is amazing that the harder we work, the luckier we become. There is a direct correlation between the two. And saying number 22, which will be our final one for this day's trek, plow deep while sluggards sleep, and you shall have corn to sell and to keep. Which means that those who are willing to work when others are not will have enough to take care of themselves with leftovers. Proverbs 13:4 says, lazy people want much, but get little, but those who work hard will prosper. Well, that'll finish our podcast for today. If you've missed any of our previous podcasts, please check out Wisdom Trek on iTunes, Stitcher, or at wisdom-trek.com. And tomorrow we'll continue on the path to true wealth as told to us by Benjamin Franklin, one of our founding fathers of the United States. We will continue on through the next 3 to 4 days, covering his 85 sayings. So please check into camp tomorrow for another day of Wisdom Trek, creating a legacy. And if you enjoy our daily dose of wisdom, I encourage you to help us out in the following 4 ways. Number 1, leave us feedback about the podcast at wisdom-trek.com so we'll know how we're doing or if you have any questions. Number 2, please subscribe on iTunes or Stitcher so the podcast will be downloaded automatically to you each day. Number 3, please leave us a rating at iTunes or Stitcher. And number 4, which is most important, to spread the word to everyone you know to join us on our Wisdom Trek. And I thank you so much for your support of Wisdom Trek. I really do appreciate it. The journal entries for these podcasts can be found at wisdom-trek.com, where we also have extra pictures, sayings, wisdom nuggets, and free resources. As we take this trek together, let us always remember to live abundantly or fully, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and leave a living legacy each day. This is Guthrie Chamberlain, reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy the journey, and to create a great day. See you tomorrow.